Student A grew up in a small apartment in Harlem with a single mother. Student A's mother worked 3 jobs to keep food on the table and therefore could not afford to send Student A to preschool, nor did Student A's mother have time to actively engage Student A in reading, writing, and other intellectually stimulating activities.
Meet Student B. Student B grew up in an upper-class home in Connecticut with 2 doting parents. Student B's mother signed him up for preschool as soon as he became potty trained, eager for him to begin learning and growing in an environment with other children. Student B's mother also read to him multiple times throughout the day and was always posing questions to stimulate his intellectual curiosity.
Student A and Student B may appear to have the same opportunities ahead of them on their first day of kindergarten. However, Student A enters kindergarten already at a large disadvantage, as he is 12 to 14 months behind his pre-K attending peers in literacy and also lags behind in social emotional skills. The achievement gap begins here. However, it will continue to grow and negatively affect Student A. Numerous studies suggest that students who do not attend pre-K are less likely to complete high school, more likely to engage in criminal activity, and will earn less than their pre-K attending peers.
This can no longer be our reality. Every 4-year-old deserves to attend a high-quality pre-K program. This is why I, Senator Gail Powell, stand for universal pre-K. I support the Obama administration's Preschool for All initiative. However, I believe the federal government must go further to mandate and financially support a universal pre-K program to ensure that all 4-year-olds in the United States of America have access to a high-quality pre-K education.
Some will say that a high-quality pre-K program will be too costly to scale up nationwide, given that the current high-quality programs cost about $15,000 per pupil.
However, early education investments yield a return that far exceeds the return produced by most public projects, and therefore, early education is a viable economic investment. Returns to a unit dollar invested are highest in the earlier years. For example, the Perry Preschool Project, a gold standard for high-quality pre-K, has an average cost per pupil of around $15,000. This appears expensive initially, until one learns that the return to society averages around $250,000 per pupil.
Some will say that the positive achievement gains seen in high-quality pre-K programs, such as the Perry Preschool Project, fade out by the 3rd grade.
However, early education programs have enduring benefits that last far into a student's life. For example, students who attended pre-K are more likely to graduate high school, less likely to repeat a grade, and more likely to attend college. Pre-K is an important step in building human capital, fostering individual productivity at a young age, thus creating more high-contributing citizens to the workforce. Key workforce skills such as self-control and determination are developed very early, such that programs such as formal schooling interventions and job training programs come too late to have great influence. Thus, a good early education will give low-income children the opportunity to move into the middle class later in life, loosening up the economic hierarchy that has become solidified in our country in recent decades. Data shows that low-income children are less likely to attend pre-K, and they begin kindergarten at a disadvantage as a result.
This is unacceptable. We live in a nation founded on equality of opportunity. The American dream needs to be just as attainable to Student A as it is to Student B, and this begins with universal pre-K.
My name is Gail Powell, and I endorse this message.